Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got Moncrief. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
Let's spotlight Odell Beckham Jr. Had a 1,000-yard season his first year in the league, despite not playing a full season, and that announced his presence with authority. How about this? The former cover athlete from Madden NFL 16, he's done nothing but pile up 1,000-yard seasons since.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
He finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Bridgewater now on second down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Flush to his right. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Taylor to Barkley on the check down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And here a juke. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Staying on the ground on first is Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down, Bridgewater. On the check down, he finds Kamara. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. first and 10. Bridgewater steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Lloyd. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, this is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Taylor now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A handoff to Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it,
Still first down.
know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Saquon Barkley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give. This is Camaro. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Here's Camaro. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Taylor now pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air. Only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. Yeah, he's got it. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now it's Taylor, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jared Goff, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Marcus Mariota, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So second in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, here's Kamara. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater, buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lloyd. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think it all came together there. An in-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. They shakes him off. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater stepping up. He's touchdown. And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. To throw it in. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. To Barkley on the check down. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag.
They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Ready. 3-19.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Flag. 32. Flag.
Again, it's Taylor. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Brad Nordman now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Saints get set to trot out there. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor going to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw again is Taylor. He finds Beckham, complete. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor throwing again. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Taylor throwing on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. 1st down. Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Taylor will throw again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag. Platoon. Flag.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, you got 3. 250.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Wiggles free, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.